Does your work van look like some homeless immigrant has been living in there for the last 6 months? Well, if it does, today you're in for a nice little surprise, so stick around because I'm going to be showing you exactly how to organise all this rubbish, all this equipment in the back of here for less than £20. That's right, you can do it for less than £20. So stick around and I'm going to show you everything, baby. And I mean every goddamn thing. So let's do this. Woo! For 2025, I'm starting a brand new exterior cleaning business. That's why I need to organise the back of the van. But not only is it suitable for that business and window cleaners, it's also going to be suitable for most trades, what I'm going to be doing in here to organise it. So let me show you what I've purchased. First thing, threaded bar, come in a pack of 5, 300mm long, M10. You can also get them in M8. They also do single lengths, they do longer lengths, so just check out what you need. I've gone for the M10s. Next thing, pipe clamp plates. There you go, come in a pack of 5. These are M10 and M8, so you can use both bars inside of here. As you can see, they're like staggered, so M8 goes in right at the bottom, M10 at the top. Pack of 5, £4.49. Next thing are these rubber pipe clamps. Also come in a pack of 2, and they cost £3.98. £3.98. They're cheaper than all them. Could not believe that. They're also M8 and M10, and they're going to be used for when I put my poo pipes along the top of my ceiling. These are my poo pipes just here. The black ones, not the grey ones. Now the poo pipes you can pick up off Facebook Marketplace. You've just got to make sure that you give them a good clean out before you use them. There's a few ways that you can fix your plates to the ceiling of your van. Now in the Vivaro, as you can see just there, there's provisions. That's already got some holes in there already, and there's something in there that you should be able to thread a bolt into if you wanted. So then you could bolt that bracket into there without having to do any other drilling into the roof of your van. All I would say, if you are going to be drilling into the roof of your van, make sure there's no cables or anything hiding in the strengtheners, and make sure you don't go all the way through, because that would be a royal f up. I'm not sure if I can use them locations already, because it's too far over this way and I've got a brush and a brush head to get in, so I'm not going to be able to use them. So I'm going to have to go into them strengtheners just there. So let's do that. So I've worked out where these bad boys are going to go on the ceiling, but how am I going to fix these to it? Well, you got a few options. You could drill and tap, put some bolts in. If you've got access, nut and bolt them. You could also use some of these little tech screws like that. They're self-tappers, as you can see, with a little washer on. You could use some of these flare nuts, jack nuts I think they call them as well, other countries. You could also use some of them. You do need a specialist tool for them, or you could use some riv nuts like these. This is what I'm going to use. You do also need a specialist tool for them, and if you don't know how they work, all you do is drill a hole like that, push it through, put your tool on, it squeezes it together and it squashes it in between your material like that. Same with the riv nuts, they do the exact same thing. You get a flush finish with the riv nuts, and that's the finish you get with a flare nut. If you've not got a specialist tool for them, personally I'd go with them. They're as good as anything. So plates are on, bars are on, they're all done. Got my pipe in here. Just need to figure out how high I want to go with that. Obviously I've got to get my poles and my brushes in, so I don't want it to be catching on the top of the door frame and the light and what have you. And I also want it to be running down towards the cab, so if I accelerate pretty quick in my 1.6 diesel Vivaro van, it's not going to slide back and hit the doors. If it's running down, it should more or less stay where it is. Plus I'm going to put it with these rubbers at the back here. Obviously that's your seal when you're putting your poo pipe together, but they cause a bit of friction against that, so that should aid in it not wanting to slide back out. So well, that's all good. But what I was thinking was, as an example as to what you could do if you don't need the pipe, like what I'm going to be using. Bit of timber or a bit of metal, same at the bottom end, just there. Sheet of ply on, whatever, bit of timber, bosh. You've got yourself a shelf. That's just give me an idea. I'm going to get my pipe clamp on there, pipes, pipe, drill a hole through there, rest it on top of them pipe fittings. Where are you? Rest the timber on top of the pipe fitting just there. Timber there, board on, shelf. Cracked it. Bloody ice cream man, it's minus bloody 3. What's he playing at? Mr. Whipper, Mr. Softy Top. Seriously, it's absolutely freezing. Who's going to have ice cream this weather? So they're marked up. All I've got to do now is cut them with grinder. So I'll activate full squint mode. And hopefully I'll not get anything in these beauties. Let's do this, baby. So I've cut my threaded bar down. Luckily I didn't get anything in my eyes because I activated a full squint mode. Got some locking nuts on end when I screw them up into the top of this top of the old van roof. Now I'm going to screw the old pipe clamps on to there. I'll then get the pipe in, make sure that it's the right length, and then we'll be good to go. Happy days. So there you go. How much neater does that look now? Tubes in, clamps on, nice and sturdy. Just thrown a pole in there just to show you. My Garner SLX 27 carbon fibre, that's for my windows. This side is the old Phantom carbon 35, that's for when I'm going to be doing my roofs. So yeah, got my poles in, they're out the way. I'll do a little mock-up in a minute with some timbers, and I'll probably just put my gutter vac poles up there just to show you. Nice little shelf out of the way. Let me just flip around the other side, and you can have a look at there and see what's going off at that side. So if you wanted to, you could get some end caps just to fill those ends in. Stop your pole sliding this way, but that's what it looks like from here. Can always hire it if I wanted to. I'd rather be longer than shorter, good boarded. So yeah, happy days, I'm well chuffed with that. I think this shelf is going to be a great little feature. So there we go, another successful project. Stop the outro right there, you extremely good looking man. It has been a few days later, and as you might be able to see in the background just there, I've got myself a shelf in. Made it out of recycled aluminium. A mate of mine's got a scrapyard, so I went and seen him, and he got me a few bits. There you go, nice aluminium plate, got some aluminium bars it's resting on. There we go, that's the top just there. And I've got a little angled section at the bottom, and I'll show you that. So there we go, that's what it looks like in the back. Little angled section to stop things sliding off. Now it's nice and light, it's not adding too much weight to the top of there, so it's not going to sway about or out. So yeah, well pleased with that. What you could also do, you could also put a pipe up there if you want some poles up there, or you could also attach them to the underside of there using the brackets and everything, and you could have another pole storage at the bottom as well, so you could just add more to the shelf. Obviously you're adding weight to it, but it's not that lot of weight. It's aluminium, so job done. And I think that shelf is going to be really useful and really effective in the back of the van. Tell me what you think, drop me a comment. Do you like it? Do you think it's going to be absolutely useless, or do you think it's an absolute stroke of genius? Tell me what you think, people. So there you go, the storage in the back of the van is done and completed. So join me next time for some magical and wonderful adventures. I'll see you later. Ta-da, see you. Bye-bye. Boo. Yeah.